Previously on Burning Edge.
The team continued to try to find lodging and managed to find another temporary apartment on the same floor as their previously acquired apartment. Jean-Baptiste managed to not overdose on Nova Coke through no fault of his own. Plans were hatched to potentially soup up their newly acquired mobility scooter, Stumpy, which may now be pregnant. Jean-Baptiste discovers a human-sized rabbit, which may or may not be part of his team. After another exciting drive, the team meets back up at their new pad and gains a whole new appreciation for Cat's capabilities. Finally, Deuce convinces another upstanding citizen to give them a roof over their head. Today is Monday, January 8th, 2080. We think we finally have some time to go do some legwork to figure out how you're going to deal with the truck jacking that's coming up on Friday. Does anyone have any ideas of how they would like to start that?
I'm not sure how Cassandra's going to get around, considering that at this point, any cop that sees her is legally obliged to arrest her.
Just because you're a rabbit?
I'm not broadcasting a sin.
Oh, well, there's that.
The last thing I remember is Deuce took Catherine to the other apartment, and honestly, Catherine's probably going to sleep for a day or two and try to start recovering from her surgery.
I'm pretty sure you were prescribed medicine for that.
She was. No one reminded her to take it, though, and I don't think she did.
I mean, do y'all need to go to the liquor store?
Oh, that's what you meant.
I think she did have a little bit right after the surgery or after we left the surgical compound.
Yeah, at Trax's bar, she had some whiskey. I'm pretty sure that.
I know you guys just want drunk cat again. I can't blame you.
The next morning after we acquired the two apartments, Deuce would probably go out to get some basic supplies that we may or may not have, specifically things to address Cat's wound, a couple other bandages, some headache medicine, some stuff like that. And then probably also check to see what we had available to us in the kitchens of these two apartments, if they have kitchens or even just, small refrigerators or whatever is available for food.
So you actually have 3 apartments, even if you don't want to go into one of them.
Yeah, that one doesn't exist.
Because, I mean, you do have the kittenful one, which I was kind of expecting Cat to have more interest in.
Sorry, Cat's a bit in the middle of a post-traumatic stress breakdown. Please call again later.
Why do I have the feeling that it would be perfectly possible to have a cyber setup that when it detects the owner is being addressed while in the middle of a psychotic episode, that would be something it would do? It would just play out through their own voice box a message like that.
Wouldn't be the weirdest thing they've done in the Sixth World.
Deuce, I have medications and a med kit.
Okay, well, I think you should probably hold on to that in case the run goes sideways.
Okay.
But some other just basic supplies would probably be good to have on hand, especially for probably your headache. And I'm guessing JB has a headache too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you need, or you just gonna continue to crash for a while?
I just want to sleep.
That's probably a good idea, Kat.
Thank you.
And Deuce will leave that apartment and go over to the other one and check with everybody else to see if there's anything that they need while he runs out for supplies. He'll go over to the door.
Who is it?
It's me, Cass.
Oh, yep. Come on in. Door's not locked.
Hey, I'm gonna make a quick run for some supplies for Kat. Is there anything any of you guys need? Micah, whiskey?
No, but I could do some more smokes. Why don't I go with you?
Okay, sounds good. JB,
Could you pick me up to live tacos, 3 soy max, let me also get 4 milkshakes, and new battery for Stumpy, if you don't mind.
I'll see what I can do, okay?
Thank you.
Do you need to get any, like, cedar shavings or rabbit pellets, cat litter, dry food, wet food? Catnip.
Probably most definitely catnip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to have an effect on you.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna try and see if I don't know. I've got a couple of people I might be able to call for some info. I'll see if I can figure out anything with them. On your way back, I guess I don't know. Grab a meat lovers from Accuse. Yes, I get it that I have rabbit ears. I'm sorry. I'm fighting this.
Deuce, maybe we should go before the list gets bigger.
I think that's a good idea, Micah. We'll be back. Just DNI us if you need anything else, and maybe we'll get it.
Well, at least you're honest.
Well, I mean, we can only do so much.
Fair.
Should we take the van, Micah? That'd probably be warmer than the bike.
Probably.
Plus, do you really want her driving your bike?
No,
Do you really think I'm going to be on the back? And would you trust me on the back?
no. Also,
So we decided that the car was like a Americar, not a van.
oh yeah, it's a car, not a van. Sorry.
Nope.
Americar.
Yeah, it's like completely generic Americar that has one of those scooter platforms on the back.
Americar, best car, 30 years running.
True story.
Yeah, no, fans good.
Car.
Yeah, the van's going to work out fine. Let's take the van, Deuce.
Oh wait. Oh, too many vehicles, too many days. Okay, sorry.
Wow. All right, let's go.
Okay.
We'll go to the store, and we're only going to one of those food places. I am not doing a tour of shitty cuisine.
We're not bringing JB back all that food.
Oh, good.
I,
Glad we're
I
on the
mean, we
same
can
page.
maybe get him fries and a shake, but I wasn't actually listening to what he was saying.
Good
Rude.
man. So we go down to the car, get in, and start driving. I assume Deuce wants to have a heart to heart, or no?
There might be a little bit of talk about what it is we're going to do and how we're actually going to pull this job off.
This job is it's. We just have to stop the truck. We just have to get the box off the truck. It shouldn't be difficult.
No, it shouldn't be, but I hate to say this, but at times I have less and less confidence in our team.
No. They're Deuce. They're under stress. You gotta expect them to act out a little bit. I mean, Cass is dealing with a lot right now.
Oh no, it's not Cass and it's not Kat that I'm worried about. I think both of them can clearly handle themselves.
Well, JB's always been like this.
I know, but I think it's getting worse. He keeps having these, I don't know, it's almost like lapses. I mean, look at the other day. He didn't even remember Cass.
Again, stress. I mean, don't get me wrong. That scooter thing is weird, even for JB. But I don't. Maybe. Eh,
Tell me I'm wrong.
it's JB though. We know how he is.
Yeah.
He's always been a lot left of center.
Y- that's an understatement. I'll give you that.
And so maybe we get this job. Maybe Deuce. Maybe if we get them doing like the tactical things that they used to do in the court, maybe they'll start to feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good point. Everybody just needs a little bit of normal.
Yes, and normal for us is this time going to be hijacking a truck.
So what's your 2 cents on this?
My 2 cents on this.
Yeah, what's the best way to pull this off?
A rocket launcher to the cap,
I agree completely.
but I assume we can't do that.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
So, barring accessibility to rocket launchers, I mean, JB could brick the truck. Cass and Kat can deal with any personnel on the vehicle, and you and I can get the box off the truck. Sound good?
No, it does sound really good. I think in order to get everybody feeling better, we need to make sure that we're doing our part in helping them rely on their strengths.
Do you feel the plan I just outlined does not do that?
No, I agree with the plan. I think
Okay,
it's a very good plan.
that's good. Um, Now, plan B, when JB cannot brick the truck, we will have to rely on Cass and Cat to stop the truck.
I might be able to help a little bit with that. I might not have a rocket launcher, but I've got another way that I can make something go boom. I might just have to get a little closer to the truck.
Go nod her head. Okay. So if we can't do it quiet, then we'll go loud. I think this is doable. We need to find out that route. We need to really look that route over and pick the best spot. Don't really want a lot of cameras. Don't need a lot of people around. Definitely don't want a zone where knight errant's going to be, driving around looking for street racers.
I deserve that. Fair enough. Your cop buddy, do you think maybe he could help us out with that?
Uh,
Or is that maybe going a little bit too far?
I mean, I've leaned on him pretty hard getting this other info and him, laying those false flags to misdirect people so they're not on our hoops. So
Okay.
let's try. Why don't we see what we can do on our own? I mean, we've got Cassandra. She's got a brain for this stuff. She can figure out routes and the best spot. And JB, if we can find out what kind of truck it is, or if we know that, then he can start making sure he's able to
Mm-hmm.
stop the truck. I mean, we just got to worry about Kat. I just need to make sure Kat's ready to go.
She's in a really bad way.
I don't
This
understand. I don't understand why. I really don't understand.
I think mentally this is whatever they did to her, this is really messing her up.
The they here, is this the doctor that you took her to take care of her problem, or are we talking the corp?
We're talking the corp. I
Okay.
think even before we had the little cranial problem taken care of, she wasn't herself.
That's my point. She was in a bad situation. The man was a pig. She should be happy he's dead. Instead, she's. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even want to say she's grieving. I don't even understand what that is.
That's what I'm concerned about. I think she could be suffering from Stockholm syndrome. It fits. I've seen it before from when I spent time in the military. The stuff they do to you to break you down, you don't come back from that. Not some of that stuff.
No, no, I'm very familiar with the ways to mentally break a person down. But I don't know. I just don't understand why she doesn't see this as really, for her, a good thing.
I hate to even suggest this,
Hmm.
but could you mentally give her a nudge and maybe help her get over that?
It doesn't work like that, Deuce. I mean,
Oh,
it's not like a permanent uh, idea can be placed. I can give her the nudge. It doesn't mean it sticks. And the other problem, doing it to JB's one thing, but I think if I started doing that to Cass or Cat, uh, they might get a little upset. I mean, if I absolutely have to, trust me, I'll do it. I'm just saying.
oh, I know. I know that you would do whatever is necessary. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably not worth it. At least not yet.
Tell you what, after this job is over, we do good on it. We get those fake sins. We can start. We'll find her a doctor or somebody to talk to.
That's a good idea, Micah. I just hate seeing her like this.
So I'm gonna make a request.
Okay.
I really hate McHugh's. Can we just go to that taco temple to get them their food?
Yes, absolutely. Tacos sound really good right now. Way better than that other stuff that JB wanted.
Oh my God, that man eats. Ugh.
I don't understand how we can even stomach some of that food.
You know how Cass turned into that bunny?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for JB to turn into a goat.
I think he might already be one.
That's what I'm saying. He's got the ability of many abilities like a goat. And so I wonder if one day he'll sprout horns and get those weird eyes that they have.
You know, after everything that's happened, it wouldn't even surprise me.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, we were all in Evo. If he turns into a goat,
Ugh,
man, I hope that doesn't mean I'm going to turn into something.
I think you're probably safe.
All right, so let's get this stuff. Let's pick up this stuff. Let's get back. Let's talk to the others. Let's look at the information we have on this truck, and then let's start figuring out how we're gonna stop this truck, and most importantly, where.
Sounds good.
So, without incident, you manage to go to Kong Walmart or Stuffer Shack or wherever it is that you prefer to do your shopping for various sundry random crap, and you head back to the apartment. While you've been gone, what has the remaining team members in the apartment been doing?
Cassandra has been trying to look up what the most common trucks used in the city are and is trying to talk with her good friend Hannibal to see if her grease monkey dwarf friend knows anything about common problems and common lacks of maintenance, things that could be exploited to cause a truck to have to come to a halt and stop moving for a prolonged period.
So this is the first time we've met Hannibal.
Hannibal is a dwarf who seems to play up a certain amount of long dead stereotypes, and that he has a prominent beard.
Hello.
Hey, Hannibal. It's Cass.
Ah, Cassandra, how are you, lassie?
Good. Working my way through placement comlink for a bit, so if I sound a little odd, don't worry about it. Also, I've got a bit of a problem that I'm going to need to ask for your expertise and advice on. So, there's going to be a truck that I'm going to need to figure out how to get to not be moving rather suddenly, just for some work in the near future. Do you know what the most common kinds of trucks that anybody would be using that like would not bat even the remotest eye around here? And do you know what the normal problems people have with men? Like, what do people usually come in like having messed up about their trucks to you?
What kind of truck are you looking at? Is this a box truck? Is this a full-length 18-wheeler?
Uh, Probably the latter, possibly the former. We know that it's going to be carrying some extra cargo from like some other client's stuff, so it would have had to be something that could, rapidly chuck more cargo in. So probably the 18-wheeler.
Well, if the cargo is quite small, then box truck can make sense. You know?
Well,
Do you know how big the cargo is?
well, we know that the truck in question probably carries a lot more cargo in question than the thing we're supposed to be concerned with. I mean, the item we're just supposed to be looking at is just going to be basically a Pelican case. I've got a couple of locations that the client in question was believing the truck was going to be moving between, so you have a list of legal roads I can look at for that kind of vehicle?
If it's a box truck, unless it's crossing a one-lane road bridge, there's very few restrictions on box trucks. For something bigger like an 18-wheeler, yeah, I'll take a look at the routes that you gave me and try to figure out if I were transporting some cargo from point A to point B, what kind of route I would take, and maybe draw up some plans for what I think I might carry it in, depending on the size of the cargo. You said it's a briefcase?
Yeah, the thing that we're mostly worried about, but we're going to need to get a truck to stop. It's otherwise not going to want to stop. So mostly I was calling you to try and figure out where those things would be and where they would have problems. I mean, I figure you've got plenty of clients who come in with horribly abused vehicles, so you could tell us if it's like, oh, these people shouldn't be turning left with how cheap they repair.
Well, as a legitimate businessman, I assume I don't want to know what it is you're after there.
We're not strictly informed ourselves, so don't worry about that.
Gotcha. All right. Do you know what company's flying their wares through this city?
Yeah, it's going to be a Dracon International shipment.
They're a courier, but they specialize in larger wares, so I would say that's probably, if I had to guess, an 18-wheeler. That does narrow down the non main roads, the thoroughfares that they might be able to go through. That narrows the search parameters.
Yeah, Hannibal, if you in the next few days see a client coming in who looks remarkably like me but has a couple of glaring differences, don't be alarmed. That's gonna be me. Long story. I'll tell you about it next time. I don't know, selling you something or buying from you.
So, you really drank the evil Kool-Aid, eh? Got yourself turned into an animal?
Oh, god damn it! That's on the news, isn't it?
What? I was just trying to be.
Yes, that is exactly what happened, Hannibal. Can you get back to me when you have those results, please? Talk to you later, Hannibal.
Deuce and Micah are arriving back at the apartment, having to walk up these stairs,
Yeah.
not carrying a battery.
No.
Not at all. Actually, I take that back. I am carrying a battery. It's a 9-volt because JB didn't specify.
Mike is obviously not carrying any of the disgusting food or items that were picked up.
And we really only have probably like 2 bags. And even if there was more, there's no way I would be making a second trip.
Where is the tacos?
Oh, here's yeah. They were kind of running low, JB, so I could only get you 2 because
They for running low.
that's
This is the excuse to come with me.
yeah.
Running low. They have 10 million tacos in freezer.
No,
Just make them unfreeze and cook more.
we weren't waiting all day. Come on, we had stuff to do. Oh, and here's the battery you wanted, right? This is the one.
Ah, yes, perfect. And I crack open Stumpy's front where the light is, and I change out the 9-volt battery. Yes, the backup emergency light. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, the food is what? This is only 2 tacos. How am I supposed to survive on 2 tacos?
Well, you're just gonna have to learn how to
Sorry,
cut back a little bit, JB. I mean, it's called self-control. If you're having trouble with self-control, I'm sure Micah could help you if you want.
She already tried to seduce me. It did not work. I am in a committed relationship.
Wait, she did what? And failed?
No.
She tried to seduce
No.
me. She looked
You
me
did
in the
not
eye and she
try.
gave me like this
You-
winky like face, like, "Hey, what do you want, man?"
I
You know,
thought
I'm
this was a
very into you.
professional thing, Micah. What are you doing?
JB,
I don't know. It
eat
was very
your
creepy.
tacos, or I can try to make
Mika,
you
Mika.
stop talking.
Mika, I'm just not that into you.
Believe me, the feeling's more than mutual. Now, eat your
sure.
tacos, guys. Oh my,
Well,
Deuce,
whatever.
Deuce, can we just maybe herd the
Hey,
cat?
I'm going to see Kat. They're your problem. I'll be back.
No,
I'll be right back. I'll see you in a
bring
little
her
bit.
in so
I'm
we can
coming
at
in.
least start planning. Oh my,
Oh, yeah. On the subject of planning, Micah,
yeah.
I got a list of roads that our quarry is probably going to be using. Also, the likely vehicle, things of that nature. Going to be getting some other bits back, hopefully later.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, we know where it's leaving. We know where it's going to. JB could check the city maps. Correct. You know.
The company that's being used usually handles a lot of freight, apparently. So
So we do know where it's leaving from. JB, have you looked into this place? Have you seen, what kind of place this is? Is it a front? Is it legit?
Yes.
You have looked into it.
Yes, of course.
And it
I
is
know what's going on. I have not been, not paying attention this whole time.
what an awfully specific denial.
I contribute. I know things. All right, I'm gonna DNI real quick and look up all this stuff.
His eyes are glazed over, aren't they? I can't see from over here.
Of course.
Oh no, it's a split second. Do I
I
gotta roll
assume
something?
he's really enjoying the tacos.
Only 2.
Yeah, 2.
Dos tacos and no
2.
and no McHugh's Mac
No,
and no
because
shakes.
I'm not going to that hellhole again.
That hellhole is heaven. You know, if you were
Yeah.
more likable,
Yeah,
maybe I would
and
be
that
into you
Scooter's
when
your
you tried
lady
to
love.
seduce me.
Okay, yeah. No one. I did not try to seduce you. I swear, JB, you say
that
it
is
one more
exactly what
time to me.
happened.
Say it one more time to me.
Say what? What do you want me to say?
So I take it you all didn't grab my synth meat platter burger while you were there.
No, your taco was also in the bag that JB now has.
Oh, the tacos are gone, by the way. Everything that was in that bag is just gone.
This is how JB contributes by eating everyone's lunch.
Cassandra's stomach growls.
What time is it?
I assume lunchtime.
Yeah, sure.
We call this mid-afternoon supper. Thank you very much, Mika.
So, tell us about this this business. I refresh my memory.
All right, do I have to roll for something?
What are you trying to look up?
I'm trying to look up the shipping. All right, I got 6 hits. What do I know?
All right, so you're trying to look up routes that Durkan International ships from.
Yeah, and like what type of trucks and what they usually ship and all that good information.
So they've got a warehouse in Old North St. Louis, pretty close to the I-70 I-44 interchange.
Okay.
You got a info dump from Easy telling you kind of what to expect and where it's going. So it's going to cross the mob turf. It's going to cross the border. It will then cross Ancient's turf.
Okay, so I got all this information, right?
We'll go with yes.
Okay, I'm going to compile it into a document and have that ready. Now, I'm going to want to hack into Micah's comm link real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do hack on a fly. Get Mark on there.
Could I roll my own device?
You're not actively trying to protect it, right? Because you're a mage, and that doesn't sound like
No,
something.
that is nothing. No, because I wouldn't think anybody would do this.
You don't know your comrades enough.
Even worse.
Okay, so I want to edit the file of her spam folder to make it seem like I sent her an email from an hour ago with all this information in it.
Okay.
I will come back out of DNI, pretending that nothing actually happened. Mika, I sent you all this information an hour ago. Mika?
She'll look at her comm and see it there. I typically ignore your messages.
This I am
Truth
aware
be
of.
told. Okay, so did you send it to everybody? Cass, do you have it?
No, I assumed you wanted to look it over because you're always criticizing my work and being, weird about things.
How'd you already block his new comm link?
He didn't block it. He can send me messages. I just don't ever look at them unless it's very important.
I'm just
I
wondering
figured
how you
today
already
if I
caught
got
on to
one-
which one was him. It's like that's wow,
No.
Micah. That's some operational security ability there. I'm impressed.
You just know.
Little bunny rabbit, I have
Oh.
my face
Oh my
in
God.
the email. She just did. She blocked my face. It's my normal avatar.
But like, have you sent her anything already? It's like, how would she have already blocked you and then not know? Oh, reflexive. I get it. Gotcha.
Yep. She did a very wide block on me.
Yeah, I don't have anything from you.
I'll forward it out to the rest of the team. All right. So how do we want to do this job? Do we want to go in and infiltrate?
Well, how about this? How about we wait for Deuce and Kat to come in and we all talk about it and we'll get the info from Cass's friend, see what that gives us, and then maybe we'll make the plan.
That sounds like a pretty good plan. So where is Deuce?
He's next door getting Kat.
I'm gonna bang on the wall, but on the wrong wall.
Wrong.
Will you get in here?
That's the wrong wall.
What?
Yeah, they're over there. You. Has he always had this bad a sense of direction? He's never driven us the wrong place.
I mean, usually, virtual reality, there was compass always showing me direction. This meat space is all weird and strange. Don't judge me.
Man, things you've learned about your coworkers in times of stress.
Mike is getting up, going to the kitchen, getting a glass, probably a dirty one because I'm pretty sure the previous tenant wasn't very neat, and finding the liquor bottle and pouring a drink.
You're hoping that the liquor will kill whatever is in Logan's dirty classes?
I'm sure it will, but I'm also hoping Deuce will show up at some point.
So once Deuce gets over to the other apartment, he'll check in on Kat and not disturb her if she's sleeping.
She's be asleep. Yeah.
So then he will set some of the stuff that he had gotten for her right beside the bed that she's sleeping in, and also leave another bag of a couple of tacos, and then he will go back next door. So did JB share any of those tacos with you guys?
No, we got informed after he had already eaten them that those were for all of us. Also, good God, he ate those fast.
I kind of
I
figured.
I don't even know if he chewed.
I don't think he ever does.
It's like a duck.
Well, here you can. I had a few extra that I was keeping from him. So sorry, JB. I just know how you are.
I've been starving. And Cassandra gratefully takes one of those, looks uneasily at it for a moment, and then goes ahead and starts eating.
I wouldn't worry too much about him. This taco place looked mostly clean, unlike the other place that JB wanted us to go.
Oh no, it's not that. I'm more hoping that I don't get food poisoning from, eating synth meat or meat. She points at the ears. It's like I'm kind of willing to just work through it, even if I do, because to hell with this. But yeah, and she goes back to eating.
So Kat's still passed out. She probably will be for a while, and I wasn't gonna bother her. So I don't know, Micah. Probably just we'll fill her in later.
Can I have hot tacos?
No,
Where are hot tacos?
I said no.
Yes, I understand this, but I want to make sure that they're going to be safe.
I
In
said
case.
no.
This is quite rude. You don't even trust me with the tacos.
There's a good reason for that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should have gotten me more tacos.
So, Micah, did you fill them in on any of the stuff we talked about, or what? Where are we at with the plan?
I did, Deuce. Sandra's reached out to a friend. We're going to see what information she comes back with. And JB sent you the information he found on this business.
He did. I didn't get a
JB?
notification.
Oui. Mika,
Check your
what do you need?
You sent everybody the information that you dug up on this facility, correct?
I sent it to you. I was waiting for your approval because you are a princess who needs to review everything. Is it to your standard?
Just send it.
All right. I sent it to everybody. So about those tacos.
No tacos.
So we going to make plan, or you guys going to get me more tacos?
We're going to make a plan. We're not going to go get any tacos. We're not going back to that place. No.
Rude.
Take your new girlfriend out to dinner later, but first, plan.
All right. How do we want to do it?
Well, do you think you can brick the truck?
Do you think I can brick the truck?
No,
I will not
that's
brick
why
the
I'm
truck.
asking.
I will not brick the truck. I will stop the truck, and it will be perfectly fine. Yes, I can stop the truck.
You need to be a little more convincing, JB.
I can definitely stop the truck. Have you seen me stop both motorcycles when you got chased by police?
So, in case you can't stop the truck, we're going to rely on Kat to stop the truck.
And what will they do if they stop truck? How are they going to stop truck?
Well, I will leave that up to them since it is their specialty, much like I leave you and you stopping the truck up to you since it is your specialty.
So JB is gonna turn to Cassandra and be like, "How do you plan to stop this truck?"
It's going to be an 18-wheeler, so they're going to have certain things that they can and cannot do as far as turns are concerned. So force it into a turn that would force it to stop or embed itself partway into a building, and we get our stuff out the back and leave the wreck to be sorted out by the police. Failing that, flashbang on top of the engine block. Let
Oh
the
my god!
driver sort that
Oh
out.
god! How cruel could you possibly be?
Ah, I suggested a rocket launcher, but
A rocket launcher?
what? Like they do in the trids, they hold the rocket launcher up, fire it at the cab, boom, stops the truck.
You
Please,
monster!
if you do come up with a plan like that, make sure you tell the rest of us in advance so I can not be standing behind you.
Well, that's why I leave this up to your specialty. I don't know. I
So
want-
yeah, I'm not sure if they show this in the trids you watch, but things like that tend to kill the people standing behind you.
Not to mention that truck.
Yeah, you really can't kill an inanimate object.
Excuse me?
I'll tell you what, JB. If you can't stop the truck, I'm pretty sure this will. And Deuce will reach into his like inside coat pocket, and he's gonna pull out a small little brick of like C4, basically. I know this will stop the truck. So if you want the truck to be in one piece, because I know who you are, I suggest you work extra hard at stopping the truck.
Hey, I work with a bunch of monsters.
You have no idea.
I'm just trying to motivate you, JB. That's all.
Yeah, I understand you put a gun to baby's head to make Masa do what you want. I see.
JB, do you mind focusing on the words you use to describe your coworkers, considering, well, I am kind of joining the crowd recently that Cat used to be our only member in. So when you use words that dehumanize, it's a little troubling.
Oh, it's just a truck. Let's blow it up. You mean something like that? Huh?
I'm
Huh, Bunny Rabbit?
Cassandra's eye starts to twitch, and she's like, JB, I'm going to come over there and punch you in the face if you keep bringing that up. And it's going to be very satisfying. And Micah's going to laugh,
Oh, guaranteed.
but it's not going to mean a lot of progress for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see how far you get without JB.
I didn't know that was an option, but
JB, I hauled a scooter up here for you. How far would you get getting that thing back out of here?
Pretty well. He can drive downstairs very well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with the turns, especially on the third platform. It's a little narrower.
All I'm saying is maybe Plan B should be less and more, subtle.
Oh, believe me, I'm happy if you can pull off subtle.
There's a knock at the door.
the door's open, Cat.
She slowly opens the door, like awkwardly. She's got a taco in one of her hands, and she's slowly eating it. She doesn't say anything. Just kind of walks in.
So, JB, it sounds like the other plans don't even have to exist if you can get the first plan done. So if you can do the job, we don't have to worry about hurting, air quotes, the truck.
I'm just saying, having Plan B that doesn't make a big boom, good idea. Just putting it out there.
We don't have to blow up the truck. We'll just have the driver crash it, but not too much because we don't want to damage the.
Yeah, fine.
So we're in agreement.
Reluctantly.
Once it stopped, Cat, you and Cass here. If there's a driver, you're gonna have to take care of the driver. And by that, looking at Deuce, I mean just incapacitate him or keep him away from us while Deuce and I get in the back of the truck.
Yeah, do what you want to him.
Okay.
You got it.
Deuce just shakes his head.
And Kat, if you're going to do what you did to the guy that is in shower, can you maybe do it outside the cab?
Hey, chummers, this is Omni, your somewhat friendly Burning Edge Game Master. I know you already hear too much of my voice on here, but I wanted to hop on and make sure you knew about a few of the things that we've got going on. First, we've got a Discord server where you can chat with the cast, make suggestions to me about how to make their lives more difficult, or just in general, engage in the sort of tomfoolery that the Burning Edge crew engages in. You can find a link to that on the right side of our website at burningedge.digitaldarkness.com. Oh, I guess that's another thing to mention. Check our website for the most up-to-date data dump about the podcast. Again, burningedge.digitaldarkness.com. If you're the kind of person that isn't overwhelmed on Twitter, our official Twitter handle is burningedgepod. Finally, producing this podcast isn't cheap, with all the cat treats, carrots, and whiskey required to keep this thing going. If you like what you're hearing, we've got a Patreon set up at patreon.com/burningedge, where you can throw a few million our way. If you can't afford it, no sweat, we still love you in that non-HMHVV transmitting way. You can always let us know what you think of the show by tweeting at burningedgepod or sending us an email at burningedge@digitaldarkness.com. No matter what, catch you next week for another episode of Burning Edge.
I am DG7-C-S open bracket A close bracket -C4T13, and I am played by Tempest.
I'm Jake, and I play the character Deuce.
I'm Jeff Alla, and I play Jean-Baptiste.
Hi, I'm Jupiter Sanders, and I am the voice of Micah.
I'm Quor, and I play the former corporate security turned Shadowrunner, Thumper.
The Topps Company Incorporated has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and/or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Incorporated has granted permission to Burning Edge to use such names, logos, artworks, marks, and/or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website and podcast, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Burning Edge in any official capacity whatsoever.
Isn't JB vicious enough?
He's not vicious, he's stupid.
Says the player playing him.
Alright, do I have to roll for something?
What are you trying to look up?
I'm trying to look up the shipping business.
The location we know it's leaving from, because you said earlier, we know where it's going from and where it's going to.
That doesn't really sound like me. That's fake news.
Yeah, you said it. It's recorded.
I'm pretty sure I made that up for you to say.
But who has the recording?
Craig.
It's just now, tonight. You just said it. Like, you just said it.
Prove it.
He's got you there.
You really want to gaslight me.
Check.
There you go.
Two, check 1, 2, 3. Testes, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you've got more than me.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna go.
I'm so looking forward to putting your yawning outtakes in this one.
Don't put my yawning outtakes in.
Alright, they'll be intakes. We'll put it at the beginning.
No. That's not gonna set the stage. Get everybody excited. Somebody yawning. No.
Computer plus intuition or logic?
I got that. I got it all listed out. I'm a professional over here.
Clearly.
Clear.
Hey, I'm not using my accent. I am a professional, damn it.
Oh my god. That's how we know when he's being professional. Oh my god.
We're all so screwed.
We're all so screwed.
We're all so screwed.